Listen, I cracked the code. This is how you're going to get the most luscious, bounciest, soft, shiniest curls. Let's go. Today we're going to start with towel-dried damp hair. So first step, we are going to use a leave-in conditioner before we brush out. I'm using the Inner Sense one. It smells super good and it's very lightweight but detangles really well and it doesn't feel greasy at all. Not to mention it's organic. I started wearing my hair like this a few months ago because honestly, when my hair is curly, I literally feel like I can only wear it for 1 or 2 days and then it just looks like a crinkly little mess. So we're going to use a detangling brush and we're going to start from the ends, working to the roots. And one of my favorite things about this style is my man loves how it feels when his hands are in my hair. And this style will literally last me 5 to 7 days. My go-to styling products is going to be the Olaplex number 6. This is a styling cream, and then I mix it with the bonding oil number 7. I love this duo together. I feel like it really does control my ends and stops it from getting frizzy. Because I do live by the coast and it gets slightly humid here, so my hair tends to frizz out of control the second there's a cloud in the sky. So I really focus in on the ends with this product and a good amount around my face because I feel like that's where like my little baby hairs tend to frizz up. The last product step, I'm using the number 9 by Olaplex. It is a nourishing hair serum and this is where we're going to get our protection from. And now it's time to blow dry. I have this on level 3 power but only on level 2 heat. And you'll notice while I'm drying my hair, I'm really only trying to get the moisture out of my roots. And then I'm doing my one section to kind of control the top because we want to get that out of the way and focus on the lower part. This is where we are going to do a little more defining with our brushes. Again, I'm going in trying to get that moisture out of the roots, and then we're going to use the round brush, and this is going to be the part where I start to tame my ends because like I said before, my ends tend to kind of go all which ways. So with the product and the round brush, this is going to help really keep a smooth end to our curl. And if you didn't know, I was a hairstylist, so I am pretty good with a round brush. I had a lot of practice for about a decade of doing hair. If you've been following me for a while, you know I've been on a hair journey, and honestly, I do not like using heat on my hair, but you know, I only do it like once a week, so I'm like, it's not so bad. So I have a cowlick in the front of my head and I feel like most people do. So I take my bangs and I go back and forth in the opposite direction and this helps them go a little more straight. And what we want here is to just smooth things out. This is the part where I am definitely a little extra curly. So I really try and spend a little more time, show it a little bit more love because this top section of the hair is what you're mostly going to see and it's going to frame your face. Okay, it's looking good. We are starting to get there. So we're going to go back in and we're just going to do a little bit of oil again and just through the ends. And I got some on my sleeve, but that's okay. We're just going to keep going with it. We're going to do it around the face, through the ends, because this is where we don't want to get frizzy. Okay, so this is where the magic happens. I'm not sure the name of these, but these are like bendy rod hair rollers. You can get them on Amazon, super easy to find. I take 3 of them and I put them inside a nylon sock. And then I take the top section and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush it out, make it nice and smooth. And then I'm gonna take the set of 3 in the nylon sock and I'm going to place it all the way at the tip of my hair and roll the very ends underneath. And then I'm gonna kind of like control it and roll it up towards my face. And you're gonna look like a little 1950s greaser girl, super cute, and you're gonna bend it back into a little donut. And then that's going to stay in place on the top of your head. And then moving onto the back, we're just going to split our hair into 2 sections and work on one at a time. So we're gonna bend one little twisty noodle rod and we're gonna put it at the top of our hair with the first section. Now, I know this can be a little bit tricky, so if you want to slow down the video, you can watch how I wrap it. I will also show you close up on the next side, but you're gonna wrap it around, take the next section in your lower 2 fingers, and then you're gonna wrap that around again. And you're just gonna keep repeating this until all of your hair is wrapped around the rod. So at this point, you're going to take the end and you're going to bend it up so that way it holds it in place, and the top part bend it down, and then it just should stay right against your head. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, and for this style, you want to wrap the hair away from your face. Use your lower fingers and wrap it around. And when you fold it up, sometimes like a little piece of hair might stick out of the end, and that's totally fine. It's not a big deal. Again, pull that one forward so it doesn't unravel. And you can totally sleep on this, but I personally like to do it in the day. I just leave it in for about 2 hours, and once I take it out, you have super soft, bouncy, set curls. And when you take the top section out, honestly, it might be a tiny bit wonky at first, so you have to like play with it and kind of move it around, massage it in, and just really see where your hair wants to fall. But look how luscious and voluminous. I love this style. It is my go-to, and I feel like it's way healthier than using a curling iron. So I hope you give it a try. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week for another video.